going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? We got Brother Beeman over here on the other end over here. We changing up the camera. You trying to look of everything, make it pretty and everything for y'all. Even though we on the front
Well,
porch.
y'all, how y'all doing tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all better answer. I'm gonna get my belt. Yeah, man. Brother B, what's been going on, man? What you know good out there, man? What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm just trying to work hard to, make a living in this world.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. They try to take 500 miles from me last week. They don't want me to get none of my money.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 500 miles. They gonna say,
Not 10 miles, but 500. They
for
trying
me,
to knock you. They
man,
trying to knock. They trying to knock you real hard.
man, they try. I'm telling you, they don't want people to get no money. They don't want.
Not pinch.
They don't.
Hey, not pinch by pinch, but they gonna go ahead and go miles with it.
Yeah, chunk by chunk.
Right.
God,
Not,
dang.
hey,
I mean,
not
I can understand. Huh?
not small step. They taking gaps where it's obviously they done took money.
Yeah, yeah, and don't care about it either now.
Right.
They don't care about it either now. That's the crazy part. They don't care about it. They say, look, even if you done made it, it's ours. It's our money. That's our money. Like, y'all
Right.
didn't come out here and put these miles in. Y'all didn't come out here and work for this man.
Right.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's like, I mean, it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
But you do have your proof of the mileage, right?
Yeah, I send that in every day. And I told her, I said, look, this right here, I calculate by the odometers on my truck. And like, well, on Google, it says, fuck Google. Google don't calculate detours.
Right. Do I need
You
to
know
take
what
a
I'm saying?
picture of the odometer and send it to you?
Every time, if I got to do that, if I got to do that every time, we got a problem. If I got to do that every time, we got
One time there's a problem because if I tell you I know how many miles, how many miles I done drove and I got proof of the mileage and you telling me what Google said, it's a problem there because you're going to try it again.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I can't really, sleep on that because if I turn my back, you're going to try it again.
You're gonna try it again. Each and every time, you're gonna try it again. Each and every time. And I'm gonna be stuck with the shitty end of the stick.
All right.
It's like,
So you got to continue to speak up or they're going to take.
yeah. It's like if you, and I've told him this before. I've told him this. I said, you know what? If you was in my shoes and you know that you ran the miles, but then I come to you and say, hey, how you getting this? Because I only see this right here. How would you feel knowing that you got up, drove the miles, stopped, didn't get much sleep, got up, drove the miles again, faithfully, and then just kept, you did this all week to get to what you earned.
Well,
But
I would have been
now-
like, well, how did Google give you this when I know I done got this,
Right.
that. So, ain't no way Google can tell you that even if Google did, this is what I have.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And when did
I
you
don't
start
know
reading
about-
about Google in the first place?
Right. That right there, bruh. These folks find any kind of way to keep you from making X amount of money. If you make, and see, in my instance, it's miles. So if I make 2,800 miles, they feel like I'm not supposed to make more than that. I'm not supposed to go over that. How am I not supposed to go over what I actually made. It shouldn't matter what I go over. If this is what I ran for the week, give me that. Let me get that. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
trying to sugarcoat. I ain't trying to. I got the paper. The paper that I send them is the paper that's got all my miles. Oh, well, we need you to take pictures and send with your check-in time and your check-out time so we can give you your detention. Okay, okay. Since you need all that, we're gonna get you that. Cause just that, if you don't know, I keep track of that too. I keep track of what time I got there, what door they put me in, and what time I get my papers and off their premises.
So when they started it,
Man, this was last week when they tried to do that. Before they put in this new system with the little camera that I done put the tape on. Look, you can hear me, but you won't see. Yeah. Put a little camera on there. When I crunk up the truck, I seen the little camera on the thing. Then I saw a red light on the side of it. I said, oh, I waved at it. I said, hey, I went and found my black tape in my bag, put the black tape. I said, bye. And I put the black tape on there. I don't care what they thinking that they got going on here. Look, I got my own cameras in here. I got a whole podcast here. You know, my camera here, I wanted to experiment with this, and I wanted to see could I be driving and do the podcast at the same time. And it's a success. We got it. We still on the front porch. No matter what we do, we on the front porch. But I don't need for y'all to be looking at me. I got a toilet in here. Unless you want to see my waggle, hey, by all means, I'll flap it out so you can see it. And turn to you.
That's something serious though. You running miles and they trying to short you 500. That's too much.
That is. That's a lot. And it's like,
and they don't have no feelings about it. About taking from you. You don't make them all that money.
The feeling that they have is you didn't get it God's way.
I know, right? I gave you this job and I can take it back from you.
Yeah, they can't do nothing. Y'all got here later than me. You know. But now they I don't know. You know, they eventually did put it on my check. But see, my check is kind of funny because, you know, a portion of that'll go to my wife, then a percentage of that will go to me, and then I get what's the rest of it. So if I do see, you know, $800 in my pocket, in my hands, that come on, you know, in my deposit, I know I had a pretty good check. But if I see $500 on there and it's coming to me, I ain't do that good. Yeah, so literally, I'm really making like warehouse money. You know, if I add in, you know, with the money going to her, then the percentage going back, you know, to the savings or whatever, you know, I'm really just making just what they make in the warehouse. But it's okay. Everybody taken care of. That's the main thing. Everybody taken care of, you know. That's like how we be talking about the finances all the time. Just, you know, you just got to find different ways avenues to split your money, save your money, make your money grow, and, you know, stuff like that. But man, yeah, man, they don't want you to have nothing. They go home at night. See they chilling up off the school bus. You know, some of them, man, I'll tell you, a dispatch has a great position. Because you can be sitting at home in your bed, ain't even got to get up out your bed, be laying in your bed with your computer on your lap, dispatching folks from the comfort of your own bed.
So
while
So what's this the dispatch that pretty much was asking you questions like, how did you get these many hours when we got this from Google?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
is Google gonna tell you something like that?
I have no idea. And then, well, Google gonna tell you the amount of miles it is traveling by car. We don't travel by car, so we have to take other uh, alternate roads. Like we can't take 95 coming straight up. We got to go up 95 and then get off on 295 and come around 95. We can't just go straight through 95. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is 30 miles itself out the way. 10, maybe 20 minutes out the way. Right? So yeah, man, they be trying to get us, man. They be trying to get, and this is all kinds of trucking places. But see, these people that's in there now, they not the original people that started with us. These people that's with us now, they new, and it ain't nothing but girls. It ain't nothing but women, and they feel like the women gonna get in there. They gonna run the thing. Sometimes they do good. Sometimes they do good, but on other times, like shoot, man, if I say I got 31, 32, 3,300 miles. Let me get that. Trust that it's gonna be correct. If I say that that's what I got, that's what I got. I don't got time to say, okay, I'm gonna finesse this here, finesse this. I ain't got time to do that. Bro, when I get to where I'm going, I look right here at my odometer and I write that number down. I don't write it down again until I get to where my next destination is. That's when I write that down. I write it down 2 times. I write it for the ending, then the beginning. And then once I start for my next one, go pick the next one, I write it again to end my ending, yeah, all that good stuff. But man, these folks try to get over you, man. It's getting worse these days, man, everywhere. Like we were talking about the banks. How you gonna give your money to somebody? They make an investment off of your money, takes you off of the money that you want to get back from them just by them holding it.
Yeah, so yeah, like how is that even legal? So you mean to tell me you tax the money that I've accumulated interest off of, the money that I'm saving for my future? How am I supposed to prepare for my future if you taking from it?
You take it from it. And I'm supposed to
The
get
money
nothing.
that I accumulated interest from. So is that what you're gonna do when I get my 401k sent to the bank? The bank reported to the IRS, and then the IRS tax it. Is that what you gonna do?
Because that's what the IRS gonna do. That's what they gonna do. That's exactly what the IRS gonna do. IRS gonna sit up there and they gonna say, okay, this is the amount of hours that we allow people to work in a year. Off of 40 hours a week. All right, we gonna skip the vacations. We ain't gonna worry about the vacation. We just gonna go by this number. If you go over that number, we just gonna say 5 hours. Oh, he went 5 hours over. Yeah, we need to go ahead and make him pay us $1,000. From 5 hours? Nah, I owe y'all $1,000? Really? Why they do that?
Yeah, it's getting crazy these days.
Yeah, Donald Trump, he trying to do something, but I don't think that is really benefiting us. Like
you need to take the taxes not only from overtime, but take the taxes through the week too, because we paying tax every time we go to the store. We buy something, we got to pay taxes. Every time we file, we got to pay taxes. But how dare you take the tax from the interest that accumulated from my savings? Like, where you do that at? What's the point of a savings account if you're gonna tax it?
If you're gonna tax it, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It ain't making no logical sense to me.
Like
And
if you look up savings account, what does savings mean? What does savings mean?
oh, that's a good question. I wonder who else gonna get that question right. Oh,
Because I'm confused. Like I actually want to go and Google up savings. What does that mean?
what do
If you got to
savings
take
mean?
the tax from the interest that I've accumulated from my savings, what does savings mean? What is the point of saving?
Yeah, yeah. Saving is put back. That's supposed to not. It's
For
hold.
hard times,
Yeah, put it back to hold it. That's a good one. Now that's a good one. You put your trust in savings that your money will be in a safe place that can't be spent, can't be debited.
And another question. When I put my money in a savings account, are you taxing the money that I put in the savings too?
Ooh. But yeah, the IRS, I don't hear you out there talking. That's a good question. That needs answers. That needs answers. We need to get some people on here that can give us answers. Because we need answers. Questions like that need answers.
Like,
Why is it that
but how can you not see that as a human being that
that's wrong?
if
That's
you're gonna
wrong.
tax anything, you do not tax somebody's savings account.
Right. And if you any kind of human being that see this happening and I ask these questions, I come in there like, okay, I come in there to open up an account. I want to open up a savings account. Is my savings account going to be taxed? Then try to sell you everything around there to make you get the savings account with them to still get to the same question that you asked instead of saying, hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're trying to open a savings account, you might as well go to such and such and such and such, and your money gonna be safe there. Cause here, I work here, but they gonna take your money. Any kind
Yeah.
of
Now they do got some spots. I did look it up on the internet where they got some high pay interest account that does not tax you.
mm-hmm. What ones that you find? What's a couple of them that you find?
I do not remember the names of them, but they pop up whenever you look up under when you question type in that question, does does IRS tax your funds that's been accumulated from a savings account? And once you type that in, they're going to give you the answer yes, and then they're going to show you other facilities that doesn't tax your account, savings account.
See, I ain't never know that. So when they send them statements like here's your tax statement for your bank and stuff like that, so they really want you to pay a tax on your
right. So they've been sending this for a while because I remember getting these
exactly
forms, but I
even
never
in them
filed them
email.
because I didn't know what they were. They wasn't on W-2.
Right. I didn't earn no money off of this. It wasn't supposed to be a tax on this. So if I'm putting this into a place and they want to tax my money for me putting it in, that's just like the bank working for me. I'm giving them my money and they getting taxes off of my, oh my God. That's crazy.
No, it's not the bank, it's the IRS.
So
They're
the
taking
bank
the
is
tax. The bank is reporting the funds that you accumulated from their interest, and IRS takes the money that you gain by the interest. interest, which is not right. Like, what is the point of saving? Some stuff you just don't tax.
Yeah, a lot of stuff you just don't tax. Like, bro, it's at
I feel
a
like
point
if I
now.
done paid off my house, I feel like if I done paid off my house, it shouldn't be taxed.
And it shouldn't be. But we at a place where now cash money is about to be over with. Cash money about to be over with. Like, it's not, cash money is not gonna be, what do you call that? It's gonna be obsolete. Ain't nobody gonna be taking no cash money. Debit card, just one card. You got 3 different ways that you can get money off this card. You can swipe it, you can stick it in, or you can tap it. 3 different ways that you can get the money off this card. You can go online. You can put these numbers in that's on the back of this card to buy something. Every place is getting like that. The only place that I've seen that hasn't had tap to pay is Walmart. Walmart, the only place I ain't seen got tap to pay. Walmart is the biggest retail chain that there is, making all the money, and you telling me that y'all ain't got tap, but everybody else got it. Everybody else got it, but y'all ain't got it. What? It's something wrong with that picture, ain't it?
Yeah,
something wrong with that picture.
Wrong with that.
Yeah, everybody else got it. Everybody. Convenience stores got it. I think Dollar Tree is another one that don't got it. Dollar Tree is one that don't got it. Family Dollar got it. Family Dollar got it. Dollar General got it. You know, I'm just going down the list. You know, all the places where you would shop at. Why is it that Walmart, being the biggest retail chain that there is, don't have tap pay? They got all these self-checkout registers. All these and guess what? Even on the self-checkout register, you still got to put your card in. And then if you look at it, if you pay attention to it, what they say up there when you finna go in there. Anybody paying cash? Everybody paying card? These registers here cash on it. These registers over here card on it. See how they split it up? They split it up like white and black. They split up like the white folks and the black folks. It's something up with that, man. Something is up with that. It's crazy. This stuff to come. Now that brings me back to when I just said that white and black. That question that you had asked me a little earlier was Black history, but with them taking out the holidays, how did I feel about the Black History Month being taken out?
Nah, they ain't never made it no holidays. I mean, right. The Black History Month, you know, now that would have been a problem if it was them taking out the holiday, but would it be important? You know, like, I guess it depends on how important is it, you know, is Black History Month to you, and what does it mean to you? Like, how that affects you? But my question is, you know, how would that hurt, you know, if it was to be taken away? Because I understand that, you know, Black people want to be remembered. They want what they done been through and what happened to them. They want people to remember. And the things that they have invented, you know, they want you to know, you know, who that person was. But pretty much, you know, who invented this item. They want you to know who that person is.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
but I don't think you really get to know anything else about that person other than the product that they invented. But actually knowing who this person was and what type of person they was, I don't think it goes any further than that. But I think it's important to some people on remembering who that person is. But to be honest with you, in today's people, when they eat peanut butter or whatever, they're not thinking about who discovered the
and
peanut butter and all this type of stuff. They just gonna eat it
right.
because it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
my question is, uh, would it hurt, or if it would hurt, how bad would it hurt to take Black History Month out of the equation, and
And
why
see that.
would people want to take it out?
And see that question there. That question there hurt a lot of people. It'll hurt a lot of people because some people are passionate about it. Some people aren't passionate. Me myself, February. February is always, to me, it's just been the month that I see is Valentine's Day, and that's just a French holiday that came from France. That came from what is it, London, Paris, France, one of the places over there. But for Black history in the Americas, is the understanding that Black people have made evolutionary turnings in our lives that we don't even know about. Like how we can say um, history repeats itself, right? So in that sense, is history repeats itself, a lot of people would want you to realize and learn that, hey, Harriet Tubman um, brand discovered or created the Underground Railroad, or Martin Luther King, he led us to civil rights, or Malcolm X led us to empowerment. But little do we speak about the Black Panthers, because the view on the Black Panthers is it's a gang of Black people, and it's gonna be hard to really just put it into place as whites and blacks. This is, I mean, as hard as it is, I
You know
see.
what?
Uh-huh.
You know what, JP? I don't
Mm-hmm.
think you can really compare the two with Black
Okay.
History and White History Month. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, what history does the white folks have? Because what they're teaching in school is Paul Revere. To be honest with you, I don't think that story is true. Like, how can you hear a gunshot clear across the world?
Right.
Like,
Right. Ain't no way.
really? That is not true. But when you come to Black history, that stuff there is real. People don't
Yeah.
want to hear the real
Right.
come up.
And that's
And,
what we'll
and
do.
yeah, and I think that some people just want to shut the Black people up, but
Yeah.
why shut them up when what they're talking about is real? These people actually brought flavor to America. They created this and they
Yeah.
created that, and yeah, we've been through some things, but our history, it can actually be traced. But the history,
Mm-hmm.
what they're talking about, um, this person who discovered America, and like, how can one person discover America? Really?
Ain't no way.
Like, their history is bullshit. I'm sorry.
It
But
is. It is.
the black history is actually concrete. You can actually trace that. You can actually find that. You can actually it's the truth to that. You can actually that's proof. But their history, that's bullshit. I'm sorry,
Exactly. It really is. Their history is, to be completely honest, their history is only about command and conquer. They go take and say that it's theirs. No offense to white people, you white guys and girls and children and all that little stuff, but that's just what it was based on, was that the white people are meant to be displayed as all power. That's why you got white supremacy, white power. They're supreme. They are supposed to be the highest of beings on the face of earth, but they're not. They're not. They came in. Indians inhabited the Americas before they even got here. They got here and learned about Thanksgiving from the Indians that were here. Christopher Columbus. Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1782, 92, something like that. But they came, celebrated Thanksgiving with Indians, giving thanks, and then they took what the Indians had and started killing them and took the land. What is there to celebrate about that? Like, what is there to really celebrate about that? You take these Europeans that go down to Africa. Now, Africa has been known to have sell their people. You know what I'm saying? They just like prostitution, pimping. They've been known to sell people. So they go over to Africa and buy slaves. They buy a whole bunch of slaves. They got a bunch of money. The money looks good to the Africans. The Africans look like they can do. They look at the money and they like, oh, we can do a lot with this right here. This money is way better than our money. So, they can, I sell you to Kente and all these people here. And you can take them with you and do what you want to do with them. So they take them, put them on a ship, bring them all the way across the world, say that they in America, the world that has been taken over by the Europeans and now is being forced to grow by Africans coming in and doing the work. The black people, which were meant to be basically nothing. Killed them, raped them. If they went against it or whatever it was, they went against it, they killed them. So it's like, how do us as Black Americans or African Americans, how do we have something to celebrate, something to look forward to, something to give us hope? Like Superman, like how do we have something that gives us inspiration? You have, just like, okay, it was a black man that created this water-based car, and the car runs off of water. They tried to hide the man because they don't want no car to run off of water. Why? Because you can get water from anywhere. Water, we shouldn't really even be paying for water. The only thing we paying for water is the purification of the water, but you can get water anywhere. If we learn how to purify water, we can get water from anywhere. We can purify our own water for free. But they got factories. So now they making the water. They taking the same water, filtering it out over and over and over, and then they selling it to us for 12 packs for $7 or 24 packs for $8. Man, it's sad, but at the same time, it's only what right now in this civilization is allowing us to have and do. And it ain't right. It ain't right. Bruh, I could take Let me see. Hell, I probably throw it away now. This big old bottle I had of body armor alkaline water cost me $4. Back in the days, I could run in the backyard, let the water hose run for a little while, and drink the water out the water hose basically for free. Basically for free. I could fill up 12 gallons of water with the water hose, and I can have water for a long time. For a long time. Nah, you can't even drink out the water hose. You can't drink out the faucet. You can't drink water out of nothing. They're killing us. They're killing us with science. They're killing us with science. But I never got off track with that. With the white man, that's what he sees is money. White man sees greed. White man sees opportunity to take in power. You know what I'm saying? Us as African Americans, even the Mexicans. What's the holiday they got? Cinco de Mayo. They're gonna be able to took that. I think that's what they're trying to do too. They're trying to take all that because it's not American. It's not American. But if you look at it, what is American? What is American? What is really American? American is nothing. It's really nothing. But it's just a label that we call to live in this continent, in this continent/country. It's just called American. And then we got this American European man that's in the seat now. This, oh Lord, where you see that going though, brother? What? My question back would be, where do you see that going? For them to take it away and stuff like that.
Taking what away?
The holidays, the holidays for the people that's not of Caucasian descent.
It's no doubt that they can't take it away. But the question is, why would they take it away? And I think the reason why is because it's the truth. There is actually Black history. Like, it's proof. It's something you can actually look up, something you can track. But their history, there's no evidence. Like, okay, yeah, you might be able to find old pictures of a guy who's supposed to be Paul Revere, but how do we actually know that's Paul Revere? How would we know that? Because you have other like, you have so many of the names they call in their history, but how would we actually know these people actually existed? And the history that they claim, like, what was the point? How is that so important? Like, what did Paul Revere did again? I'm sorry. He stated that the British is coming. The British is coming. The British is coming.
Okay.
What was all that about?
Right. What was it about the British? What was it about the British? Does anybody know? I mean, did you take something from them? Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Y'all done took something from them. Now they coming to get it back.
Right. Did you take some from them? Is it something about this story that actually sticks in a way that it pretty much something like what we still use today? No, but the Black history stuff that we don't invented, people are still using this stuff today, like the ironing board.
Yep.
That stuff people still use, but the history they got going on is like, who is Paul Revere and what did he do? And at the end of the day, nobody gives a damn because it's nothing nobody uses today. Like, how is that day affecting today's daylight right now?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much, if it was history, it's pretty much dead because it didn't give anything to thrive on today.
Right. Even the presidents. Presidents wasn't no good. Look at Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, he was a pedophile. He raped. He had slaves. I mean, what's to celebrate about that? He beat people, killed people, whatnot. They say George Washington, he chopped down the cherry tree. He lied and chopped down the tree. He had teeth made of wood. But he wasn't no saint. If we fast forward all the way up to what one just left out there? Biden? Joe Biden? What did he do? What did he do? He just was old. He just was old. Ran up the gas prices. I can say that. But
there was no other choice.
Go ahead.
Ain't have much choice to go on but to select him. Just like Trump.
Right.
There's nobody, no competition.
Yeah. When Barack Obama ran, he ran against a lot of people. And that was the last of real presidential elections that I saw. That was the last real president election.
To be honest with you, because of the how do I put this? Because of the credentials on becoming a president, if it wasn't for Donald Trump's age, he could run again next year, the next 4 years, because the credentials is you would have to have ran 8 consecutive years before you are disqualified to run, in the next election. But his presidential it wasn't consecutive years, so it's possible he could run another 4 years. But honestly, the average man, once they get a certain age, they pretty much loses their mind. So I think other than that age, he would be able to run again.
And I look at too that even if he don't run consecutively, there should be a cap on the amount of times that you can run and make it. Like if you'd have made it 2 times, without it being consecutive, you should only get that one more time. You know what I'm saying? You should only get that one more time to, if they choose you that one more time, maybe it might be 8 years from then, and they choose you. If you run again after 8 years and they choose you, that should be the only time that you should be able to run, and it should only be for 4 years. It should be only 4 years, because it's not giving nobody the opportunity to even be in the presidency. The presidency, the application for president, it doesn't call for you to be a man of Congress. It don't. You don't have to be a mayor. You don't have to be a governor. You don't have to be none of that to be a president. You only need to be 36 years old. You only need to be a U.S. citizen. You only need to be living at your U.S. residence for 16 years. That's it. That's it. Everything else is just an attitude. Everything else is an attitude. You know, I said, shoot, I put my name in the application. Not saying that I'm gonna make it. I mean, you know, hey, I never know if I am gonna make it, but I put my name in there just to say, hey, I did that. You know, I accomplished that in my lifetime. I did that. You know, now getting the backing for it, that'll be a little different. I mean, some people might feel like I don't need to be in there. Some people might feel like I do need to be in there, but I don't know. I'm not really worried about that. I know that, okay, if I do put an application in and just say I do go forward, then yeah, I know what I want to, what I want to change. I want to help the low class people, all these people that's homeless, that don't want to be homeless. I'm gonna make sure I say it like that. People that don't want to be homeless, that they get the opportunity to, you know, be able to go somewhere and be rehabilitated, basically. You know, like you never know. Like, okay, if you're living in an apartment, you got a doctor's degree, and you working at a let's just say a factory. Just say that factory closed out, and then that apartment switch hands, and they finna tear the whole apartment down. Now you got to find somewhere to stay, but they ain't giving you no time to do this. Now you ain't got no job, you ain't got no place, you homeless, and that's not of you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't cause your homelessness. I feel like it should be a place where people like that should be able to help have the system, or either so. You know, people might become homeless of other reasons, but they don't want to be homeless, you know, and they can come and, you know, hey, you could do these, we'll have these little things here that you can do. You can, you know, shower, dress, whatnot, you know, this and that, have like a little residence or whatever. But the craziest part about it is that the people that actually want to be homeless, now that right there, I don't really have no, you know what I'm saying? Today, I had a guy that was, two people, one of my hometown. He came up to me, went to talking, he was talking. And I looked at him, I saw the look in his eyes. I said, man, you done talked and told me all this. You telling me these people done bought you a bicycle. They helping you. They help you bought the bicycle. They got you an outfit that is matching your bicycle. But yet and though, you coming up to me and say, hey man, can you help me get something to eat? Hey man, these folks just bought you a bicycle. They put clothes on your bike. But you out here asking me, you really asking me for the money so you can do your habit. That's what you asked me. Really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Basically, he don't know how it is to work for your own money.
Yeah. And it's crazy, man. You know, he was telling me about, you know, before I left, I said, well, you keep the bicycle, you keep it clean now. All right. Now we back. I guess we back now. We had some technical difficulties going on here. Good Lord. So, yeah, man. I tell you, man, it's just, I hate people come asking me for money, and they ain't got, they got all the all the resources to be able to have something, but you want to get it. That's just like saying, okay, bro, can I live with you? Can I come live with you?
For what?
I got a whole household. I got a whole family at home. I got to feed them, and I got to feed you too. No, that ain't gonna work.
I know they sound so crazy now.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Hell no, that ain't gonna work.
And you ain't got no job or nothing.
Nothing. You ain't got nothing to get a lifeline with, but you want to come stay with me. Come on now, tell me how that sounds. That don't sound too good to me.
But they always coming with nothing. Nothing to give. Nothing to ain't even got nothing to help themselves. Like, how do you get in that spot?
No, you can't.
And why are they always coming with empty-handed?
Yeah, everybody got their hands out. Everybody got their hands out. Like, this is a new fashion, I guess. This is a new fashion. Like, how and why? How and why? And it's in this generation. Even the kids that are coming out feel like that you owe them something, that they supposed to just have. No. My daughter. Oh, I have to go to her sometime. Cause you got degrees, concentration, education, and focus. Why are you bouncing around to different places? I mean, you should be attacking the stuff that you is going to. If you're going to get your education in this stuff, attack it. Because I'm telling you,
Right.
anything with that education, if you wait too long, it's over with. It's over with. You at a level, you just at an educational level, but you're not growing with the industry. You know, that's just like these the music artists. Remember from 1995 to 2005, we had a lot of artists that were one-hit wonders. One-hit wonders. They come out with one hit, a hit, and now you wonder where they at. In life, if you don't keep you gonna be in a place where you're gonna be left behind. And see, my daughter, she got a thing of following the friends. Sons, they had a thing of following the friends. I think now my sons is starting to come to the realization of bump trying to follow the friends. I need to do something for myself. I need to follow something for myself. I need to build something for myself. Right? I think they're coming into that realization. And that's what I've been teaching them. That's what I've been telling them. Is that, hey man, look, forget following all your friends. You do something for you. You set something up for you. You go get that job for you. Don't go to a job trying to follow behind your friend because your friend saying, hey man, these folk hiring. You're going to get that all your life. And if you get that all your life, when you get there and your friend there, y'all working together, hey, y'all might be friends, but look at it. When your friend leave and go over here with other opportunities, what they gonna do? They gonna say the same thing. Hey man, I just got hired on over here. Man, they making a lot of money over here. Blah, blah, blah. Hey man, you need to come put your application in over here. Then get what? Your dumb ass gonna go running right on over there with them, and they gonna leave there for them. You gonna be following behind them, and it's hard as it is to really realize, like you say, the real stuff. the truth is that the friends actually got a hold on you. They got a hold on you. They got a literally hold on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just gonna cause nothing but a whole cycle. Like, okay, take us for example. We worked at the same job for
Right.
what, about 3 years, right?
But you don't see me going no trucking because I know that's not my field.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you all day, man. Trucking is good, man. It's good. You know, if you get in trucking, what I tell you, man, hey, trucking ain't for everybody.
It is not.
Trucking ain't for everybody. You know, if you feel like you can't do it, or that's just something that you don't want to do, then hey, I'm not gonna press you to get out here and drive a truck because you have an accident. And JP told me to come on out here and drive.
I can't blame it on JP. I'm
Right.
grown just like JP grown.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get the kids to understand. That's what I'm trying. And see, you have to teach them that. You know, I like, you know, back to the Black History thing. I feel like it's a good thing to teach the kids that, but I mean, eventually they're gonna have to make their own decision. They ain't gonna be worried
Right,
about, you know.
And the truth is, they don't care.
No.
So, yeah, they don't care. So, knowing the history, they're actually benefiting from the history as far as like, you have more open doors. And then the stuff that Black people invented, this is stuff people still using today. So because it's like a custom to them, they don't realize, you know, that they pretty much are using the history. But because it's given to them, you know, they don't appreciate it.
They don't appreciate it.
And because they don't appreciate it, it's gonna be hard to care about it if they don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
They was like born in this world with it already. They already got it. Got everything.
Yep.
So it's kind of hard to appreciate it when it's given to you, or see it, or understand how it came about if it was just given to you. Why take the time to go look for it and see how and why you got it when you already got it?
Exactly. You know, like we look at coming in this world. What's something that was already in this world that you know, growing up, you saw it was there, but you really didn't. You didn't take the time to think about how it got there or why that you use it. You know, and stuff like that. What's something that you grew up with like that? You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Like something like, okay, I can take the old-fashioned candle, old-fashioned, the one that it looked like a little butterfly. You gotta put it on the can and turn it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was there, and I learned that it was a can opener, but it was like, how did it get there? Where did it derive from? Who created it? Who invented it? I wasn't thinking about stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's a can opener. Open cans. Oh, let me see, can I use it? And then I learned how to use it. Now I'm opening cans. And I can't even stop opening cans because I done learned how to open cans. You know? But what is something that you came up with? I mean, not you you grew up using, seeing, knowing, and not thinking about how this stuff got here till you got older and looked at it and said, dang, this came from way back there, and I never would have thought about that when I was young.
Yep.
What can you think in your life? A lot. See, I grew up with grandmama and granddaddy, so it's a lot of stuff. Like, Go ahead. What you got?
So your question was, what have I come across in life that I use today that pretty much has, come off of history, something that's been here a long time ago? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, yeah. But you didn't look at the history, or you just used it because it was there, or you just
Oh,
looked at it because it was there.
shoot, all of it really, the iron board, the
Uh huh.
peanut butter, all this
Uh
stuff,
huh.
right? Like, you don't think about who invented these things. You just, because it's there and it's something that's going to benefit you, that's the stuff you're going to continue to go about life with. You're not going to go and, be in the stores and uh take an ironing board and then go look up who created the iron board.
Exactly. You know
So
what it's
it,
for.
yeah, you know what it's for. So to go back and look up the history as of who discovered it, like, it's gonna be like who cares?
Mm-hmm. Nobody think about that. The pencil.
So you got the kids these days, and I know my kids, like, they're not gonna care about who who discovered the car. They got a car, and they don't care who
Mm-hmm.
paid for it.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
They don't even care who paid for it.
Yeah. As long as they can
Uh,
get it in and go.
Yeah, and so goes back to my question about would it hurt to take the history out? Um, I think it would hurt the people from back then, but the people from today, a new generation,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way they could appreciate it because it was given to them. They was born in this world with it,
Right.
and with nobody to explain how they got it. And the kids these days, they're gonna look at you crazy when you telling them, hey, you do know who discovered this, right? They're not gonna care. They
Mm-hmm.
just gonna look at you crazy.
Ooh, good one. A good
So
one. A good one. Michael Jackson in the moonwalk.
true. Now that's one I can say. Now they gonna know who did that. Everybody know who did the moonwalk. Where did your sound go, JP? There you go. Hello.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, finally. What happened?
Man, technical difficulty. Headphone.
I was about to text you. Your sign gone.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I say if I need to find out who created these things, how am I supposed to use this? Because I don't understand why does it keep doing this. But Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson moonwalk. Michael Jackson, they saying Michael Jackson created the moonwalk, which he didn't create the moonwalk. It just derived back from somebody way back in the 20s that did the moonwalk. He just took it and made it modernized, made it famous. But moonwalk This ain't right.
Mm.
This is not right. That's not. Yeah, brother, I'm going to get another pair. I'm going to get another pair. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this.
I feel you.
I cannot deal with this. You see, I was just beating this thing, just trying to get it back to working. I can't deal with this. I got to get another one. I don't care what features it got, none of that. I don't care about that. Like, who created these features? I need to know who created this because this ain't working. This ain't working. Yeah, I got to get another one. I got to get another one, the cheaper one. The other ones, because this ain't it. But did you get what I was saying?
About what we were talking about.
Yeah,
The Michael Jackson dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about. But I think with that situation right there, like, they gonna know who did the moonwalk. Like, everybody knows that. The kids know that. But I'm just saying the stuff like is like so accustomed, like an ironing board. Nobody's gonna think about who invented the iron board or who did the peanut butter. Nobody's gonna think about that. But the Michael Jackson thing is like everybody knows that Michael Jackson.
Only people that ain't gonna know it's Michael Tyson is the ones that's 2-3 years old right now. The babies right now. They're not gonna know. And that's the same thing as, like the kids, not like your kids know who James Bond is.
Nah. To them niggas, they don't even know who. They probably don't even know who Mary J is.
See what I'm saying?
Shoot, I had done work with some people at Lowe's. They didn't know who Aaliyah was.
See what I'm saying? And she was
it was Mary J. Blige. They didn't know who they were. They were like, who was Mary? I was like, Lord, I must be getting old. I ain't don't know who Mary J. Blige is.
Now you take somebody in our life that changed history. Don King beat down, like we were talking about earlier. Don King, when he got beat down by the police.
Is it Don King or Rodney King?
I think it was Don King. It might have been. Was it Rodney King?
I could have sworn it was Rodney.
Are they the same two people?
I could have sworn it was Rodney King that got beat down.
It probably was Rodney King. It had to be Rodney King.
But how did he change history though? Out of a beatdown.
You know what I think? Well, I think his beatdown was the introduction to police brutality and it being recorded.
Oh, he was the first one to be recorded.
And that was by a police dash cam. You know what I'm saying? That's when the police had the dash cams. So I think his was the first one to be recorded like that. Then you had I'm trying to think what else was it? Something that was historic, right?
But he ain't die from it?
No, he didn't die.
Mm.
He got beat down. He didn't die. George Floyd is one. The boy that got killed by the man that's running around free now. Trayvon Marshall, and
the Zimmerman man.
Yeah. Now see, they go down in history as it's like you got categories of history. Like you got people that died history, people that invented history, and people that changed history. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Martin Luther King changed history, but he died for history. You know what I'm saying? You got Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman. They changed history. Right? They didn't die for history. They lived on. Then they died. Okay.
what's the name? Booker T. Was it Booker T. Washington? Yeah, the cotton
Yeah.
gin. Was that the cotton gin, or was that the peanut butter? Which one? Who did peanut butter?
I think it was Booker did peanut butter.
Okay. So Booker did peanut butter, but nobody ain't finna really go back and say, yeah, this that Booker T. Washington peanut butter right here. But I do feel like it do need to be some kind of recognition as like put his name on the label. Put his name on the label.
True.
That's the only way you really gonna carry his invention on. Like we got enough power to do it. We got enough power now to create and label things for people to buy. We got enough power to do that. Like all the hairstyles that people was doing, man. I mean, you can literally brand and generate your own stuff. Now in today's time, everybody's mostly finding stuff to do work from home anyway. You know? Or it's a lot, man. It's so much Black history that we hadn't even touched in the Black history. Like it's so deep. It's so deep that you only mostly go by the famous names. You know what I mean? The things that you were taught at home, not at school. Like, well, you were taught some of it at school, but it wasn't taught in depth. Like, yeah, they would have talked about the civil rights movement, which was Martin Luther King, and they won't go so much in Malcolm X, but they'll talk about Malcolm X just a little bit, you know. But they don't want you to hear what went on. Like, it should be, if you got a history, you got U.S. history, all this is a part of U.S. history because this happened on the U.S., but you only want to give us history that's white man's history. Like if you go to Africa, you're going to get African history. You go to China, you're going to get Chinese history. Japan, you're going to get Japanese history. You know, Mexico, you're going to get Mexican history. But you come here, you got a melting pot of all different types of cultures, all different types of races, all different types of backgrounds. So it's making the U.S. diverse, but it's really just making us really a pot of nothing. Like everything's going to be mated with everything that's going to be blended with everything that's really going to be turned out to be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're either a naturalized American or you're a born soul, a soil American, you know, but your background comes from a different country, like it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to really just differentiate it. That's why I feel like they just need to get rid of, okay, on the application, do I fill out black, white, or other? See what I'm saying? If you're gonna do away with Black history, do away with that. Let's do away with that. Let's do away with, on the application, when I have to put in my race, that I don't have to look at Black American, white American, or other. Let's do away with that. Instead of that, let's just put all the different countries. Are you an American? Because it shouldn't matter if you black, if you white, shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. If you're American, you should be taught the language that we speak of here. If you're American, you should be taught the culture that we have to pick. If you're American, you should be taught these things, especially if you're going for a job. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Why divide us inside ourselves? That's what I can't understand. Why divide us inside ourselves? So you know, you can say, okay, hey, this guy that's applying, that is applying, he is a Black American. You're just gonna say woman. And this is a Black American woman that's applying for this position. But the next application says white American woman that doesn't have anywhere near the credentials that the Black American woman has. But you want to choose the white American woman just because she's a white American woman, and it's gonna look better for the company as a white American person being a mascot for the company. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do away with Black history, Mexican history, if you're gonna do away with that, let's do away with that. It should be an even exchange. It should be. It should.
Yeah, we should do away with power veer and all this kind of nonsense that doesn't really amount to anything that what's going on today. Let's take that history out.
Let's leave that out. And Columbus. Let's leave Columbus out. Let's leave James Oglethorpe. Let's leave him out. Let's leave all of them out. Did you know that the Gulf of Mexico is no longer the Gulf of Mexico? Did you know that?
What about the Gulf now?
No, the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, what about it?
Always learn the Gulf of Mexico was the Gulf of Mexico. Did you know that the Gulf of Mexico is no longer the Gulf of Mexico?
Oh, what it is now?
Gulf of America.
I heard about them supposed to be changing it to Gulf of America, and I think the reason why they want to change it, I don't know if it has been changed now, but I heard that Trump wants to call it Gulf of America because he wants he wants to leave the opportunity for Americans to enter the Gulf of Mexico, but he don't want the Gulf of America, the Gulf of Mexico to enter America. What sense does that make? Like, how you gonna say, okay, we're gonna name you the Gulf of America, just so you can get on that side to the Gulf of Gulf of Mexico, but you don't want Gulf of Mexico to enter America? Like, that makes sense.
Look at your Google map and look at the Gulf of Mexico. But I have been changed.
Oh shit, oh, baby, move. Baby,
Fuck you.
Who's on me? Baby, move. What the?
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, Brother Beamer sent me this clip. I just wanted y'all to see it. He can't see it right now. I wanted y'all to see this clip that he sent me.
Oh, you talking about the one where the women beating the guy?
Yeah. Now, after we look at this Gulf of Mexico thing, I want to slide from that and elaborate on this. I know you got to go, but I'm going to kind of elaborate elaborate on this video. Did you see it? You see it on the Google map?
Wait a minute. You just sent this in a link?
No. Just go to your Google Maps.
And look up Gulf of America.
Just look up Gulf of Mexico. Or you can start where you at and just zoom out, look at the Gulf of Mexico, and see what it say.
I know damn well. Gulf of America.
I've been changed.
I thought he was talking about doing that, not actually done changed it. Oh, they call it Gulf of America.
I know I've been changed.
That doggone Trump something else, ain't he?
I'm telling you, man, that's history.
He done changed the whole from Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, just so he can allow Americans to cross over in the Mexican land, but you don't want the Mexicans to cross over in America. So you want to take their land and call it Gulf of America. That's bullshit.
I'll see you here first.
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about this last week at work, and I thought it was bullshit. But I see now it's an actuality right now.
It's real. It's real. It's really happening. It's really
Who ever heard of Gulf of America?
This is happening on our front doorstep.
But how does he have that much power though?
That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. I will say, you changed history. You just changed history. Little do you know it, you just changed history. You went from Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. And you know he's trying to buy Canada too? He's trying to make Canada the whole United States, so it won't be Canada. And he's trying to make the minister of Canada the governor. So if you look, I'll make you the governor. Hey, really, dude? Really? How is this? How is this that you are able to do this? I'm saying he said he wanted to make America great again. He said this is what he wanted to do. Now, little does he know, he's not going to be the owner of America. You are not going to own America. You will never own America. That is one entity that you will not own. It's getting so bad.
I did not know that. Like I did not know that. Like I heard about it. I thought it was a joke.
It's about it to me the other day.
I didn't even think to even check to see if it was true, because like how is that even possible? How are you going to rename a country that doesn't even belong to you?
Listen to me about it the other day. It made me look it up.
You're the president, but you just the president. How were you able to change another country's name? So in that case, In that case, why are we even talking about taking the Black history out? Like, if you can change the name of a country, yeah, you can go ahead and take Black history out.
Yeah, take that. You already
And
talking about it.
you can take it out, but still you can't really erase the
Anyways,
evidence. You can't erase the evidence.
right. You can't. There ain't no way to smoke. You can't. You can't. You can't erase it. You can't erase what's been in there for so long. You can't erase it. There ain't no way you.
Yeah, but he just proved it don't matter how long it's been called Gulf of Mexico.
And
He
the reason
renamed
why.
it Gulf of America.
Right?
Yeah, the
And
reason why. We know the reason why, because he wants an avenue. He wants a bridge for the Americans to be able to cross over in the Mexicans country legally, but makes it illegal for the Mexicans to cross over in America.
but why did they
So
have to?
now that Mexico is America, are they able to come over to America, or is there even a border there in between the two?
That's American. That's American. That's American. You can't even call that American soil. That's American territory. That's what it is, American territory. You did the same thing Russia did to the Ukraine, basically. Like the Gulf of
Um,
Mexico the Gulf of Mexico had a reason of being called the Gulf of Mexico.
I don't know what to tell you about that.
If he can do that, if he can do that without people knowing that he done did that, that's gonna be terrible. Next future, next this whole year, 2025. You know they were saying that you have a project 2025. He has project 2025. They got a project for LA 2025. I think they got a project for LA for 2026. Man, it's white. That's why we having all the wildfires. He got one for South Carolina too. South Carolina, North Carolina. Now look at it.
Hmm.
Why does South Carolina and North Carolina have fires?
Let me say that again.
Why is South Carolina and North Carolina have fires? It's been cold.
Why is that?
It's been cold, bruh. It's been.
They say people be setting the fires.
They got this laser, and they aim it down. A blue laser. Aim it down.
That's what crazy. I hate to laugh, but that's like, people don't understand. You got homeowners insurance through the roof in California and spots like that where fires continuously. Why the hell would you want to live there anyway when you got fires like that? Like, why would you want to do that to yourself? Come to Georgia, some place. How the hell you gonna pay homeowners insurance?
Georgia is probably the only safest place from natural disasters, but is the worst place for racial prejudice.
Yeah, true.
The only place. Alabama, you get bad weather here in Alabama. You got some prejudice over here in Alabama.
Yeah, here is racist. It's really hard for a black person to move, but the truth is, still, through all the racism and all the stuff, everybody has an opportunity to you have a better opportunity here, to do what you want. You have a better opportunity, but I will say it's hard to get a loan nowadays. It's very hard, even with good credit. You know, they wanna know if you. The last time I got a loan, to be honest with you, I felt like I was butt naked because they wanted to know everything.
Yeah.
I just felt like they didn't want to give me the loan, and they didn't want to give me the loan because 4 months after getting the loan, they sold the loan to another financial institution, another bank. They sold the bank within 4 months. They didn't think I could pay the loan back. So, like we was talking earlier, you know, not on the show, but I mentioned that you would have to have money already in order to get more money. Like the bank is not trying to help you anymore like they used to. They unless you got money already on hand, they're not gonna try and help you. Hell, I don't care if you had $100,000 to put towards the $500,000. They still don't want to give you no loan.
I just seen something that popped up, said we got 14 minutes. Well, that's dirt. I knew I seen that pop up one time before, but I didn't pay no attention to it. I'm gonna look into that too. Look into that. See. But yeah, man, got to have money on top of money before you can even think about getting other ones. That's crazy part. That's crazy part. Right, you gotta have $5,000 on top of $5,000 on top of $5,000 before you can get $5,000. Basically. Why is that? You got great credit. Great credit. Yeah, that way, man.
Right.
Oh, you got great credit, but you still got to have money to get more money. It's like, how do you get more money when you ain't got the opportunity to get the money? Got a whole family got needs, and you trying to make the needs, but okay, you now you don't qualify. I got 800. I got 850 credit, 850 credit. I've been late on the payment. I pay everything, and I got about, just say I got about 10, 20,000 saved. And you telling me I can't take a loan out for 50,000?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I got all the credentials that you need for me to be able to take this money out. But I can't take this money out because say I'm not qualified. Well, what's going to qualify me? What's going to get me qualified? Like, and it's like, you know, like how we were saying, like, when I went to go change these headsets out, he was like, man, that lady, she sounded like she ain't even trying to look. That's how the people is. They ain't even trying to help. They just, oh, well, you don't qualify. The computer says you don't qualify, and that's all I can tell you. Have a good day. Next. Basically. But you got things that you're trying to do. And you got the credentials. And you got everything that they want on the bottom end. But what do I got to do to get this? Well, you see, you got 20,000 in your account. You got to get another 20,000 in your account, and then plus we got to see verify another 25 from another institution before we get $50,000. What? What I need a loan for then? At this point, what do I need the loan for? At this point, y'all ain't gonna give it to me. Then y'all gonna charge me extra interest. By the time I get 24 to 60, before I get $60,000, I need is 50,000. Basically, so I can make the money that's going to take me to that 60,000 avenue. You know what I'm saying? But people are not realizing. They realize that. These folks out here, they out here to get us. And they ain't. It ain't the folks. It's companies. It's companies. The companies is the ones that's out to get us. You want to put the trust in the companies, but it's the people that's running the companies. And people only going by what the company guidelines are saying to do. But it's always a loophole. They don't want to tell you the loophole. They don't want to tell you the loophole. But I bet you one thing, they'll tell their folks the loophole. They'll tell their kid folks the loophole. And you, they won't tell us. They'll go back to Elizabeth, or they'll go back to Paul, Joe, or whatever their name is. They'll go back and them. Hey, man. I just figured this out with my job. You need to come on up there and go ahead and get it. It's what you get it, and it's all legal. It's all legal. You just need to pull up here and say that this right here, and then you got the money. That's how these folks are sticking together and coming up, and why he? Let me come in there. They already looking at me with stink thing. This Negro come walking in here like he's just gonna get some straight. Like he's gonna get some. Yes, ma'am. I just want to get a loan for $10,000. But sir, I don't think that you're gonna be able to get it today, but we can try anyway. Well, sir, here on our computer it says that you're not qualified. Got all the credentials. Well, I got an 850 credit. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You got to have a 900. What? When has it become I got to have a 900 credit just to get a loan? Where's people that's getting loans for with a 580 credit, a 575 credit, getting the loan? Brother, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But tell you one thing. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. So, I hope you got your seatbelt tied up. Mine is on. I got my seatbelt on. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for everything they're trying to throw. But they gonna throw it. They gonna throw it, bro. Yeah. I'm about to ease on in the house, brother.
Okay, where you at now?
I'm in Clinton, Alabama. Got 3 hours, 10 hours, 3 hours, 10 minutes left. Let's get a little nippy out here on the front porch. So I think I'm gonna ease on in.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm finna take me a little shower and then I'm gonna lay awake a little bit before I go to bed.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, folks, we enjoyed y'all. I enjoyed y'all. I hope y'all come back.
Yep, same here. Enjoyed you guys too, and hopefully what we said tonight would be a beneficial to the ones who heard, and even the stuff that I've heard, through the show, with talking with each other. I know, like, with the Gulf of America, I heard about it, but I didn't know that was something that was, factual and actual. Like right now, I did not know that. So I learned something tonight, as well. And hopefully everybody else who's listening has learned something and taken something out of this show for the night.
Sitting on the porch with us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
and now we're, yep.
Y'all come on back on the porch and sit with us.
Yes, sir.
We'll mind having you.
Don't mind at all.
But that time, bring your own beer, bring your own cooler, and you bring your own food. We ain't got nothing over here to cook today. There's no eggs, how so bring some eggs if you can.
Right.
But on that night, bid y'all farewell. And we'll see y'all next time on the front porch.